Welcome to issue 193 of Critical Encounters, a podcast about Marvel Champions, a living card game by Fantasy Flight Games. Here, we take a good look at that most critical piece of the game, the costumes. We'll discuss those poorly understood characters, unfairly labeled trick-or-treaters, and their various plans to collect candy and TP your house, as well as the so-called dentists intent on thwarting them. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel, and joining me tonight is my favorite monster, Steve.
Ooh, hi Daniel, how's it going?
Good, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm good. It's real festive here. It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any ghosts and goblins at your house tonight?
Well, I have a really scary costume. I thought you'd appreciate. It's Iron Man. Ooh.
Oh, Steve.
Scary, right?
Yeah, sort of. Ugh.
I know you and Iron Man are BFFs.
Total biffles.
Best foes forever.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, here we are.
Yeah, it's Halloween, and I want to know on Halloween, Daniel, on Halloween, what is on your mind this spooky night?
Oh, and this spooky night. It's a spooky question from one of our dear friends and listeners, Meek.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he asks, what horror-themed Marvel villain are you hoping makes it into the game?
Yeah, I have to admit, I don't really know many Marvel horror-themed villains.
No, but there's a lot of crossover in this world, right? Like, there's an actual Marvel Santa and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is there like a Marvel Dracula? Or
I would think so. I mean, there's the Werewolf by Night, right? So there are werewolves in Marvel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Horror-themed Marvel. I wish Meek gave us a list.
Yeah. How about just horror-themed characters, Daniel, that you think would be fun in our game?
Yeah. I think it would be really, really wild to take on Mike Myers.
That's what I was thinking too.
Right? Like, he's got like infinite hit points.
I was gonna say, you just can't ever defeat him, right?
Right. But he doesn't, like, how would you have to do it? He doesn't really thwart, because remember, he like only walks, right? Like, no matter what, he's just walking behind you and he's always there.
Yeah.
So it'll be one of those scenarios where the only way to win is like get away.
Yeah, and I think it would be like a whole bunch of random schemes that are at different locations throughout the town, and you have to work your way through them, and the whole time he's like chasing you and trying to kill you if you're too slow.
Yeah. And like, I guess when he does get beaten, it's usually because he's trapped somewhere or something, right? So you try to like lead him to a pit. I don't know.
Yeah, you blow the building up he's in, but he escapes anyways. Yeah. That'd be fun. You could have like you could save your allies, the Jamie Lee Curtis character and things like that. So.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you'd have to get her, and without her, you can't win. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
so there you go, Meek. We would like you to make that scenario.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Yeah, go for it.
We look forward to playing it in a few months. Yeah.
What about Mike? Mike, what one would you like? Mike? Where's Mike?
It's these spots, man. You think?
I didn't even notice. You know what?
What?
His sexy nurse costume is missing from the hall closet. He must be out trick-or-treating.
He's. I feel like he's tried that on like a little too often.
Yeah, and it doesn't work for him. So
that's not the best look, but
No.
Well, whatever. We'll just do some origin story without him. So, what do we got tonight, Steve? What did you bring?
I think he was supposed to do it, and he took off to go get candy.
Oh, Mike, that is so irresponsible.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
I mean, it's Halloween. There's got to be a good horror movie on TV.
Yeah, let's just sit around and wait for the trick-or-treaters.
Why don't we just watch some MTV?
Do you mean Mojo Television?
I sure do!
Awesome!
inside.
Foreclose that Tristan lost. At Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. Spray. Relief.
You two take care of labor.
Only intended for a plane capsule.
You don't want to die of call toll-free.
Walking on broken glass, walking on broken.
I'll give you trouble.
Pop your piece around the track if you get
Nails and more nails.
After the honeymoon, but when I got back and I found out that he'd stolen Ben.
Lies have gotten all of us into so much trouble.
Steve, I mean, I'm kind of worried about Mike. I feel like he should have been back by now. I mean, it's almost time for the Halloween barbecue we like to throw.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I haven't seen him since last week when I let Caleb out of Spot World.
Huh. Didn't think something could have happened to him.
You never know. We probably should go into Spot World and look for him.
Oof.
Any signs of him yet?
No, not yet. Oh, wait, what's this? Steve, is this his tablet?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. This is definitely his. Ever since that incident with the coffee cup, he put this fuzzy polar bear fur case on it to protect it. This is his.
Yeah, right. Good point. Wait, look. It's open to the movie player. I wonder...
Please, just let me go. I can give you all the poutine you want.
Sacrifice. We must sacrifice you. You must awaken the many-armed god. We must awaken the Kraken.
Please just let me go. I'll find another FFG employee to lock in here. I just need the power you promised me. What about Molly or Zach? Tony. Yes, Tony. What do you think?
Why should we grant you that undying power?
I promise this time I'll get it right. It's not my fault Caleb escaped. It was Steve. Steve let him out.
Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, that's
Steve,
enough of that.
Steve, what the hell is going on here, man? Were those cultists? Where's Mike? That seemed really real.
I'm right here, fellas.
God, jinkies, you scared me, Mike. Where did you fly in from?
Oh, thank goodness you're back. We were looking for you. Come on, let's get out of Spot World.
Is that my tablet?
Yeah, here, take it. We just found it on the ground, totally locked.
Yeah, we definitely didn't push any buttons. Anyhow, it's Halloween barbecue time. Have you seen my bandolier of steaks?
Wait, bandolier of steaks? You don't mean like steaks like STEAKS, do you?
Steaks. I could go for a steak right now. Nice and raw. No garlic sauce for me, though.
Yes, that's what I wrote down on the grocery list. Steaks.
No. Oh, Steve. You and your spelling. No, you didn't. You wrote down steaks, STAKES, like long wooden skewers. I thought we were having kebabs.
Hey, keep those away from me. I'm allergic to kebabs. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, fine. Look, I'll go get them myself. I think we have some extras down in the deep freeze. We can thaw them out. I'm going to run down in the basement. I'll be right back.
Hey, want to play some Arkham Horror while we wait for Steve?
I don't know. I don't think we had to... Did you see that? In the mirror?
In the mirror? Nope, haven't seen a thing in there. Anyhow, I
hope Steve hurries up. I'm getting really hungry.
Me too. Hey, Daniel, can I tell you a secret, old pal?
Yeah.
I don't want Steve to overhear us.
Oh. Ooh, sounds juicy. What is it?
Oh, I sure do hope it's juicy.
Now, where is that light? Oh, just my luck. I better assign a minion to be in charge of light bulbs. I can't see anything down here. Where is that deep freeze? Nope. Freeze ray, freeze gun, freezer. Here we are. Okay. And inside, a big old bandolier of steaks. STEAKS. One of these days, while they're giving me a hard time about my typing, I'm going to... What? Huh? Oh, please tell me this is just a huge version of my tablet case. So furry. Such bad breath.
I prefer brats, but steaks will do.
Oh. Caleb? Is that you? Scared me. Hi, scared me. Caleb? Are you alright? Are you...
Well, that'll teach him to lock me up. I'm Caleb Grace, but...
Language!
That was a freaky deaky show, Steve.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that one. Oh, man.
That was, I don't know, like a little too real?
The problem is the characters I really like got killed off. They always do that.
Why? Well, I mean, they split the party. That's what happens.
Oh, yeah.
One moron went down to the basement. Never do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Never do that.
You know what that show reminds me of, though?
No, what's that, Steve?
It reminds me of the horror modular set from the Mojo scenario.
Mojo. Oh, yes, of course it does.
Let's take a look at those cards tonight.
You mean the Mojo files?
Yeah. We've had our trick. Now we'll have our treat. So let's look at horror.
All right, let's do it.
These cards come from the Mojo Mania pack, 6 total cards, 6 by title, and they're basically used randomly throughout the Mojo scenario or anywhere you want to use them.
Yeah. A modular set to just like any other one.
That's right.
All right. Well, they all have an environment, right, Steve? And maybe a minion or two, or maybe a bunch of side schemes, but they're like a normal thing. But they're grounded in their environment. Can I tell you about the Mojo files?
Oh, yeah, please do.
Sure. It's an environment. It's setting and show traded. And here's what it does. Each minion gains quick strike. Oh, yeah. Steve, we love this card.
It's great.
Each ally takes -1 consequential damage after attacking a minion. Oh, okay. But when revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. And if this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains surge and it has a boost. I don't know. Quick strike is dreamy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really pretty good. I mean, these environments, they give the villain something and they give the hero something, which is too bad they give the hero something. But the quick strike is really good.
It is. It is, as long as A, you've got a bunch of minions, and B, I feel like this really rewards the heroes more.
Well, here's the neat thing.
Tell me the neat thing. I'm missing it.
The neat thing is the minion gets to come out. It gets to attack, so it doesn't matter if it gets killed off, because it's going to get killed off anyways. But at least it gets to attack once before that happens.
Yeah, but allies can thwart forever.
Well, no, they can't thwart forever. They can attack minions forever.
Oh, attack. Oh, you mean if I read the card, maybe that would help.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Oh, this is much better for the bad guys. Never mind. I take everything back.
Oh, good. That -1 consequential is only if they attack a minion. So if there aren't any minions out, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help them thwart. It just helps them go monster hunting. So
nice.
Yeah. It's fun that everybody's quick strike. So.
Oh, this is great.
Well, and you know what? This set's got a bunch of minions. Unlike Crime, which didn't have any.
Crime had none, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, why don't you tell me about one of them, Steve?
Yeah, here's the first one. The Cultist minion is a non-unique minion with 1 scheme, 1 attack. 4 hit points and the Mystic trait. And both Scheme and Attack have this forced response. After Cultist activates against you, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Kraken and put it into play engaged with you. Shuffle, then discard Cultist. 1 boost icon.
Wow.
Release the Kraken is the quote.
Release the Kraken!
So with Quick Strike, it's going to happen.
Yes.
I'm sure anything called the Kraken, which is not, a giant, awful sea monster, could be all bad.
No, I mean, sea monsters are just animals, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that it. I like that this gets to activate. Like it does its thing by activating. It doesn't have to hit you. Right. It just has to activate. And like I said, it should quick strike, or if it just schemes even. So it's too bad you lose the cultist, but okay.
You lose the cultist, it's fine. There's only one other sad part about this card, Steve, is that when he summons the Kraken, it doesn't have quick strike.
Why?
Or does it?
It does, because quick strike is when the minion engages
you.
Yes.
Oh, it's not even like when reveal. Okay, it doesn't like I thought put it into play might have changed all the rules for it, like all these other silly card games do.
No. So the interesting thing about the quick strike rules, it's when it's engaged with you. So if you use that one aggression card, get over here or something like that, where you bring the minion to you, it will attack you. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. So little cultist summons the Kraken. Give it to us.
Okay. Steve, the art is great. This card was spoiled, I think, at some point, right?
By us.
By us.
Oh, yeah. By us. Yeah.
Who brought it to us? It was Tony's first time on, right?
It was Tony. Yep. He brought it for us. Yeah.
Well, what a mighty gift. Okay. The only thing that can save you from this, Steve, is being an alt ego.
Kind of. Yeah.
Right?
Well, read the card.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The Kraken is a unique minion with 0 scheme and 2 attack, but they both have little stars. He has 6 health, Steve, per player.
Yes.
Creature, elite traded. Forced response after the Kraken activates. Each other character takes 1 damage. When defeated, each friendly character heals 1 damage, and Mike will take the flavor text.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Plus, this guy has 3 boost icons, Steve. This guy's amazing.
It's really fun.
I love the minions with per player hit points. Love them.
Yeah, and they haven't overdone that, so the ones that do have it feel really special.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. So, yeah, even when he schemes, he's just hitting people. Everybody, good and bad.
Right, because it's just a big old creature. It doesn't care. So minions, villains, allies.
This is a cultist of chaos, Steve.
Yeah, and if you're playing in any of those scenarios, like, say, Sabretooth or the Morlock one, where you have a scenario-specific ally you can't let die, this could kill them.
Yeah. And are there any tricks that villains have to get minions, multiple activations in a
gang up
round? Gang up, yeah.
Yeah, the treachery gang up. Yep.
Is that
and
it?
Then there's one in like the standard 2, expert 2, those ones. I think they have a different name.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, quick strike. So there's that maybe. So, and then what do you think when defeated though?
I don't understand it theme wise, unless like
I think they go to the sushi bar.
Yeah, that's it, right? It's a sushi bar thing, and like its flesh has healing powers.
Yeah, they're like eat its heart or something. Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only card in the game that will heal you when defeated.
I think so.
I feel pretty confident in that.
I'm picturing Captain America just like gorging himself on dead Kraken flesh, like real heroic.
Yeah. Well, I love this minion. Oh my goodness! Now, Steve, you said that there were more minions.
There are. Talking about eating things.
They say you are a man of good taste.
Gorging ourselves on flesh. This one's likes blood. It's the vampire.
We just saw him in our movie just now.
We did. So this is a non-unique minion with 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 hit points, not per player, just 6. Vampire trait. Attacks with piercing deal double damage to vampire. Forced
that's
response.
Cool. That's a theme home run.
Yeah, the theme is right on there. So,
all right.
Forced response after vampire attacks and damages a character. Heal all damage from vampire. If no damage was healed this way, give vampire a tough status card and 2 boost icons.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, the card is dripping with flavor and theme.
Done, Steve.
Thank you.
Done. That is so good. Oh,
like piercing strike does 3 damage and has piercing, so it would just take the vampire right out, which is kind of sad for vampire, but I'm okay with it because it's just so flavorful. So
it is so great.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really neat. That's a neat card.
Yeah, and the heroes have to kill it off. You can't just like wound it and leave it there because it'll just heal, right?
Right. Well, It will probably get a tough status card no matter what, right?
Well, if it quick strikes, it hasn't been hurt yet. Quick
strikes, yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. So it's gonna take some dealing with.
Yeah.
And in a solo game, he's really bad. Now, Steve, do we have any other card where the name of the card is the same as the trait?
Oh.
I wonder. It's close with the next minion that we're going to talk about, but not quite. I
don't.
It's like in Lord of the Rings with the Hobbit Archer who has the Hobbit and Archer traits.
Right. I don't. Offhand, I can't think of any. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Can I tell you about one more?
Yeah.
One more
go
minion. On. This is the Werewolf Pack, Mike. It's a non-unique minion. 1 scheme, 3 attack, 4 health. The werewolf trait. Now, check this out, Mike or Steve. When revealed, defeat an ally you control and place it face down under Werewolf Pack. Then, when Werewolf Pack would be defeated, discard an ally from under it instead. Then heal all damage from Werewolf Pack. 2 boost icons.
Okay, I see what's going on here.
Now, Mike is impervious to this card because he always plays friendless decks.
Yeah, but the art clearly is taking place in a bar in northern Canada.
Clearly.
100%. Yeah.
Okay,
wow. So
how cool is that?
It gets revealed. It immediately defeats an ally you control. So if you only have 1 ally out, it kills it. So you better have more than 1 if you have one of those scenario specific allies.
Or none.
Right, if there aren't any out. But if you do have 1 out, it defeats it and it tucks it underneath there. And then when the heroes defeat the pack, they have to whittle the pack down first because they have turned that ally into a werewolf. So you got to take that guy out first before you can go after the rest of it. So
now it's only ever going to have 1 person under it.
Yeah, it's too bad it can't have more.
It's not really a pack then.
It's
but
a couple.
Even if you don't have an ally when it comes out, it's still quick striking you for 3.
Yep,
that's no joke.
Well, and what if? So maybe you have an ally ready. You're exhausted. It comes out. It kills that ally off, and then it quick strikes you with the ally you had planned to block with. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Oh, must be werewolves out tonight.
Well,
it is Halloween,
man. Yeah. Well, next we have a weird card, Steve, and you should definitely.
Oh yeah, this is definitely for me. Okay, so the Bandolier of Stakes, Stakes. All right. It is an attachment. It has the item trait Surge. Uses 3 stake counters. When revealed, you may spend 1 resource of any type to attach this card to your identity. Otherwise, discard this card. Hero Interrupt. When your hero makes a basic attack, remove 1 stake counter from here. Your hero gets +1 attack for that attack, and that attack gains piercing. No boost icons.
They're perfect. Just wide enough to keep the flesh apart so their body seal can function.
As a writer, I must say that's clunkily done, but I sure love the theme of it. Now, Steve, how often is the encounter deck giving hero stuff?
Never.
This is an outrage.
Yeah, other than a couple random side schemes that like benefit you, you save an ally or you heal somebody or something like that. Yeah, this is it is an outrage. I'm going to let it go because it is a pretty good theme, I guess.
It's so cool. And it does cost a little something, and you might not need it, right? Like, if the vampire's not out, and then this shows up, right? It surges no matter what, right? Which is awesome.
That's what I was going to say,
But then it shows up. If the vampire's not out, do you pitch a resource for it?
I don't know. So it costs you one
right?
resource. Yeah. You get one resource. You get this attachment. It has 3 uses to give you +1 attack and piercing on a basic attack. I mean, it's a pretty good.
No, it's good. Economy. And then, there's probably other tough things going on in the world. And
yeah, I think you have to go for it, though, if the vampire's out. Just
geez, yeah.
Just to be thematic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fairly unique, so.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you only need a minion or a hero with 2 attack to make it one-shot this vampire.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still have 2 stakes left over.
Right.
Yeah.
You can stab the Kraken with or something.
Now, Steve, do you know what this modular set doesn't have?
Oh, it doesn't have any side schemes.
No side schemes. Is that... I can't remember ever seeing a modular without a side scheme.
Yeah, there's a couple out there.
Are there? Really?
Yeah, where they're just like the inheritors, right? It's just all, it's like
it's
7.
Just all them, right?
Yeah.
Really, there's no side scheme that kind of glues them all together? Huh.
No, yeah. There's a few like that where it's just a full-on minion set.
Okay.
This doesn't have any treacheries, however,
True.
either, which is a little rare too.
Yeah,
so, yeah, minions, environment, and a hero card. So, talk about tricks and treats. Ugh.
Yeah, right? Steve, I love this set.
Oh, good. Me too.
I thought Prime was a little bit because it was all the same, whereas this is just 6 cards that are so creative and interesting. I love them.
So out of 5 pumpkin bombs, how many pumpkin bombs do you give it?
6 pumpkin bombs out of 5.
Ooh, 6 out of 5 pumpkin bombs. Oh,
no, I think it's great. I think it's really creative, and I love like the cultist summons the Kraken, the vampire comes with his stakes. I just think it's cool.
The quick
they
strike
really did a great job.
Yeah, ton of fun. I agree with you.
Wow. I'm curious what Mike would say if he ever comes back out.
Daniel, I have another question for you. It is what is on your stomach tonight? Do you have a favorite Halloween candy or candy you like to steal from the kids because they're not supposed to eat it or something on Halloween?
Yeah.
Can I have an extra piece of candy for my stupid
co-host Mike?
He couldn't come with us because he's sitting in a pumpkin patch, waiting for the great pumpkin. It's so embarrassing to have to ask for something extra for that blockhead
Michael.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock. Trick or treat! Gee, I got a candy bar. Boy, I got 3 cookies. Hey, I got a package of gum. I got a rock. Trick or treat. I got a popcorn ball. I got a fudge bar. I got a pack of gum. I got a rock.
So now I'm sure lots of people like to say this, but it's really kind of true in my case. I'm not really that into sweets, and I don't really care for chocolate. But there's something, Steve, about a Milky Way.
Oh, okay.
That is my candy bar of choice, and I will try to swipe them from the pillowcases
as much as you can.
When the kids go to bed, they're all going to be gone.
Yeah. Well, you have to make sure there's no razor blades or
I'm doing it
poison in them or
helping.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm helping. Yeah. How about you?
I also am not a huge chocolate fan. If it's chocolate, I want it to be dark chocolate.
Yep, me too. I'm like in like the 80s bitterness.
Yeah, the higher the better, right?
Yeah.
Up to a point. But I like anything that is sour. So
no, not me.
Sour Skittles, sour gummy bears, Sour Patch Kids. I mean, atomic sour things. A lot of the times it's like super sour. I'm like, this is barely sour. So
that is so weird to me.
I love that. Yeah. It's got to also be a little. It also has to have sweetness to it. But yeah, I like that stuff.
Okay.
Now, when you were a kid, did you ever get What's the worst candy you ever got for Halloween? Or the worst trick or treat item?
So the worst trick or treat item is they're the things that look like, I can't remember their name, but they look like Mike and Ike's, but they're just black licorice.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm talking about? I forget what they're called.
Like Good and Plenty's, but they're black ones.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. And I always resented anyone who gave me Almond Joy or a Baby Ruth bar.
Oh, Baby Ruth's, really? Okay.
Yeah. Mostly Almond Joy. I really don't care for that.
Okay. I'm not a coconut guy. Yeah.
No, I can't stand coconut. It's not only the flavor of coconut, it's like the feel of fake coconut flake stuff.
Okay.
Drives me batty. Can't do it.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah.
Now, you are old enough, and so am I, to remember maybe, well, I'm saying I am too in this case, to remember popcorn balls. Did you used to ever get those?
Yeah. Those were wild. Remember they
they're weird. They're
weird, but they were so everywhere. They were like, you'd get at least 3 of them every Halloween.
Yeah. They just disappeared. I haven't seen them in ages.
No. They're probably made of like asbestos or something. Hold them all together.
Styrofoam and asbestos, covered, drizzled in lead. Yeah.
Oh, the 80s, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I always tried to find the house that would give out like the bag of goodies. It would be like a little Halloween plastic bag, and it had like 7 pieces of candy in it.
Oh yeah,
like those. Yep, people do that still around
us. Good people. Those are good people.
And there was always the mythical house down that way, over there. They're giving out cans of soda or full candy bars or whatever the thing was that year. Yep. And that house never existed. No one ever got one from there. But it, Now I picture in Canada, Mike hands out toothbrushes and loonies. Right?
But probably apologizes while doing it. Sorry about the loony.
Do you think they have like poutine flavored candy up there?
Well, maybe in Montreal, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That'd be great. Could you imagine like a bar, like a like a hard bar of like totally like freeze dried gravy, French fry, onions, and meat. Yeah. Oh my god! If anyone could do it, it's the Canadians.
It's Canadians, yeah.
So, but you know what else is on my mind, Steve?
Oh, what else is on your mind?
Do you realize this Halloween night here is also issue 193, as we said at the top, right?
Yes, 193.
That means we are 7 away, Steve, from 200.
That is close.
Can you believe 200? 200.
200.
My golly.
And we have tricked more and more people into listening to us.
Huh? I don't understand that.
I know.
Well, Steve, isn't there a way that like all these people we've tricked can be a part of this issue?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, please tell me that.
We want to hear from everybody. If you are listening to this show, you can hear our voice on YouTube or your podcast player. Please go out, take our 200th survey. Okay, you can find a link in these show notes. You can find a link tacked to the top of our Facebook page. It'll be dropped in all the Discords, and it's been out there for a while. We want you to go out, take 2 minutes, answer the questions, because we're going to run through those. Yeah, I mean, maybe more, but it's not a long survey. It's not super long, okay?
All right.
You could take the survey.
Give me a sample question. Give me a sample question that would excite someone to take the survey.
Okay, so, I mean, we've asked some of the things. Your favorite villain, your favorite difficulty to play. We've asked folks to rank their various campaigns, the campaign boxes. We even, asked them who they might have their favorite heroes or aspects.
Do they have? Who is your favorite host and why is it Daniel? Like, is that one of the questions?
No, because it was all just be Daniel. So, I mean, yeah.
I mean, what's the point of asking it? You're right.
Right. It's a foregone conclusion. But there's a good one out there. Like, if we had the Infinity Gauntlet and we could just snap away one hero team from the game, which hero team should we snap away? We're talking like Avengers or Champions or Guardians, right? Those kinds of things, right? We're asking about favorite villain teams, right? Do you prefer Hydra or the Badoon? Things along those lines. And then we've asked just for some regular questions. You can chat with us. You can put in what's on your mind tonight questions. And if you get it in early enough, we might do it, and we like a suggestion, we might talk about it on the show itself, right? So if we've had time to prep, so have some comic book questions and things like that.
Awesome.
So, there's also a special second survey for our patron listeners. This is one of those Patreon tier rewards, and it's a special survey. So if you're a patron, go out there, answer some questions, and we are definitely doing a bit on that. They're sort of going to narrow down some choices that we want to make on the 200th show. So instead of getting thousands of responses, we just want, the hundreds from our patrons. That's all.
The hundreds from our patrons. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that sounds exciting, folks. So please, everyone, get to work. Take those surveys.
Please.
2 minutes, says Steve.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But that's not the only way to chat with us, Steve. Did you know, Steve, that you can email us at criticalencounterspod@gmail.com, that we're Critical Encounters on Facebook, that you can find our YouTube channel or Patreon by searching for Critical Encounters Podcast. And on Discord, we are Vardane, Wandering Took, and Big Foam Loaf. Now, if you like our show, tell your friends. If you don't like our show, tell your enemies. Mojo, take us out.
No matter what I do, we get the same story. They find each other, they fall in love, and then she murders him. I want a love story, not a tragedy.
Elsa just came in into the office like, what's happening?
Well, that'll teach him to lock me up. I'm Caleb Grace, bub.